Hi, I'm Kate Fox, and you are listening to The Kate Fox Show, and I am here today at Mayhem Studios, and I am with Justina Blaze and Chelsea Takami. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
And I am so excited to be here, but first, most of you know who I am, or well, if you're watching, you do, or you're here for the other ladies. So I would like, though, Justina, tell us a little bit about you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Justina Blaze, and I'm just chilling here, giving my perspective for everybody in the millennial era.
and Justina, you do a lot of interesting things, though. You're very eclectic.
Yes.
You bake.
I do.
You dress up. You do all sorts of things.
Yes. I have a very eclectic knowledge base. I got my degree in pharmacology. I'm into all sorts of. I actually practice Wicca, things like that.
Sweet.
Yes, I actually come from a long line of Wicca practitioners. My grandmother actually practiced Santeria. Really interesting stuff.
My.
Yeah. Breaking coconuts on the corners, Got to cleanse the block of the spirits.
Wow. Okay, you bring more to the table than I thought. And now, Chelsea, a lot of people watching know you too, but come on, lady.
All right, well, first of all, next time you are going to have to bring some cookies and some baked goods.
Oh, definitely. You should see some of the things
I
make. I made a giant coffin cake for my friend's 30th birthday. R.I.P. to her younger years.
A coffin cake. Was it a coffin coffee cake?
Well, no. It was actually a solid chocolate cake with chocolate-covered strawberries all around. I made sugar skulls. I rolled out fondant, shaped it into a coffin.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's wild, the stuff she makes.
My mom's a pastry chef.
Really?
Yeah, I wonder if she's figured out how to listen in or if she's still
Mom,
floundering.
are you there?
I can check. But hi, everyone. I'm Chelsea Takami. I'm a... Oh, yeah, she found it.
Hi, Mom.
She shared the post.
Hi,
Hi, Mom.
Hey.
He wants a cookie, too.
Oh, you want a cookie?
I'm Chelsea Takami. I'm a local singer-songwriter. Hopefully soon national,
Oh, yeah.
I'm, I also representing the millennials. What's up? But no, it's all good. I'm an old soul. I'm at least a Gen Y or Z.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I've lost track.
Whatever.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. What's going on?
Yeah, but you also, you do some martial arts, too.
Yeah. Well, it's in my blood to do, a little samurai at heart. And, I do other stuff too. I'm a photographer and I make dream catchers and I crochet bikinis.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty crafty.
I love crafts.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I'm so excited right now. You do so much. Okay, blown away. And you know what? All three of the women in this room are close to their mothers.
Yeah, it's very close.
So we're saying hi to Mom.
Hey,
so
Mom.
yeah.
Hi, Mom.
But now, so we're here today, and we just want to hang out, talk about some things that sort of interest us, and just riff on what we want to say. And things come to my mind during the day because my mind is just a wide open plane. I have a playlist that goes through it too. All sorts of music, you'd be surprised. But there was something I said I wanted to talk about because my daughter and I were in the dollar store not too long ago. I don't know what we bought, and we're standing on the checkout line. And besides the fact that you can buy lingerie in the dollar store, which sort of throws me a little bit, I noticed at the checkout counter that they have pregnancy tests.
They do.
Yes, Dollar Tree, very big there.
At the dollar store with the impulse items.
I mean, for $1 to be like, just want to make sure.
Yeah, just gonna say.
But like,
Just checking.
Just for funsies.
but it makes me wonder, like, wouldn't that be on your mind? Is that really something that you would be like, well, let me get some gum, let me get some beef jerky. Oh, you know what? Let me get a pregnancy test.
It might not be like the very last thing on someone's mind, but maybe if they look at it and they're just like, oh, it's been a while.
Well, I feel like if you're going to the store if you're gonna get a pregnancy test, like you're gonna go to the store to get the pregnancy test. So you wouldn't look in the impulse section by the kid. But then again, maybe some people are just like, oh, let me check if I'm
Yeah.
Hey,
Braggers.
let me see. Let me check it out. And
Yeah.
it's only $1. So
It's only $1.
Right.
And I heard they're pretty accurate.
I was just going to say that
I heard
next.
that they are.
Yeah, they're just testing for HCG, so
Oh, that's pharmacology.
there you go.
We have a medical person on board.
Yes, and I worked for an OBGYN for a year.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What about the lingerie though? Did you look into that?
It's very interesting. I've gone past it at times just because.
anything good?
Well, it depends on who you are and what size you are, I think. From what I saw, at least. Not sizest or whatever, but there were some very large brassieres. A couple of little, I think, like nighty things. And I was like, oh.
For $1.
Right. Well, maybe, you know what? Maybe you weren't planning to stay out that night.
Yeah.
But then you'd have to wash them, too, I think.
Disposable,
for
it's $1.
Yeah.
No, before you put them on. Okay, that's me. But it was something that I it's been on my mind lately, and I actually saw James Ryder, my friend James Ryder with Ryder Band, and he posted something about the same thing not too long ago. So I was like, oh no, I have to bring it up because clearly there's a lot more people wondering and a lot more people using them than I had thought. So, but dollar stores are good. I'm not.
Love Dollar Tree.
Yes.
I get my candles. I get a lot of candles from there.
Yes.
They have like the little mini ones for $1, and like they smell really good.
Really?
And I get all my cleaning supplies from the dollar store, so you don't have to like pay like $4 or
that's a good
$5
thing.
for like Windex. You can like get the like $1. And I get like Fantastico,
Oh my God,
And I use that for
Fabuloso.
everything. Oh, Fabuloso, yeah, Fabuloso, Fabuloso. And I use that for everything. And it's good to get aluminum foil there too.
Yes, and Ziploc baggies, and also like wine glasses. 'Cause,
Yes. Oh my
tend to
God.
knock
Because they're
those
gonna
over
break
and they
anyway.
break.
Oh my.
Yeah. The dollar store is good for a lot of like specific. There was like an article about it one
Yeah.
time. Like this girl like did research on like different items and what's good to get at the dollar store and what's versus what's not. And she concluded that cleaning supplies are good, aluminum foil is worth it. And I personally like the candles.
Yeah, and their seasonal decorations are good.
Yeah, they are.
That and gift bags.
Gift bags,
Gift bags.
absolutely.
Gift bags I will go there
I got
for.
paper plates there.
Oh yeah, the plastic forks and knives and everything.
Definitely like wine glasses are a
Yes.
good idea. Although you can get a pack of 6 for like $4 at IKEA. So,
True.
or a pack of 4 for $6 maybe.
Yeah, but IKEA you have to go to.
Yeah,
Whereas dollar
and then
stores
there's,
are
like-
everywhere, right?
Yeah, yeah. Dollar Tree is, where it's at.
All right. Very interesting. Okay. So thank you for that. It's been on my mind. Actually, it's Earth Day today. It is Earth
It
Day
is.
today.
Happy Earth Day.
And happy Earth Day. And I know, Chelsea, you're going to an Earth Day celebration when you're done with this.
It's happening right now. They're cleaning up Glen Cove, but they're going to have like the after party. I think it's at Garvey's Point.
Garvey's Point.
Glen Cove.
Is that where you'll be?
Yeah, I'll be playing there. So if anybody
Chelsea
wants to come down.
Takami will be playing. Go. You will not be sorry.
It'll be-
Trust me.
I can expect that it's going to be like, a jovial mood. It's, we're celebrating Earth Day.
It's got to be. How can you
Yeah.
not? Like,
It's a
we're-
gorgeous day.
Yeah, it's a nice day
yeah,
out. so-
right? I think Mother Nature said, you know what?
Yeah.
Today's the day.
We're celebrating me today.
It's all
Yeah.
about me. I've been to the dollar store. I'm good. I'm sorry. But okay, so we're in Suffolk County right now. And so one of the things that I've been noticing, I see a lot of people walking out of liquor stores with, a bottle of wine and no bag. You go to the drugstore, you see people carrying, handfuls of their prescriptions without a bag. I go into the supermarket and I try and carry things out in my teeth because I don't want to pay 5 cents for a bag. So I'm wondering what you think. Do you think the 5 cent surcharge in Suffolk County for plastic bags, do you think that's helping the environment or is it a money thing?
I think a little bit of both.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of both. People will bring, I see them all the time, like they'll bring like the reusable shopping bags, even to stores that don't do that, because people are really, I feel like they're take our planet into
You know who has
consideration.
those shopping bags? Reusable ones? Craving Strange.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. Oh, well, I don't know if Craving Strange does, but Jimmy sells them like for Jimmy's Blue Notebook for his solo acoustic thing.
Oh, and Jimmy is Jimmy Garovac
Yes.
from Craving Strange, the lead singer. And he just put out an acoustic album.
He did. It's really good. Like, I don't know, a month or two ago.
Yeah.
It's on Spotify. I listen to it a lot. It's got, I think there's 5 songs on it, I think. It's called Jimmy G's Blue Notebook.
So check it out.
Yeah.
And he has the coolest hair ever.
Yeah, his hair is incredible. It's amazing. He looks like Sonic the Hedgehog, I think.
Oh my God, he does.
He does, right?
He does.
Yeah.
And he rocks it.
Yeah, oh, totally.
He rocks it.
He does.
So, that's so cool. He sells the reusable bags.
Yeah, he's got reusable bags for $5.
That's great.
Yeah. We played a couple shows together, and our merch was next to each other. So I told the audience to buy a bunch of stuff from me and then put it in one of his bags.
Buy one of the bags
Oh,
to put
that's
in it.
good.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah, because that sometimes is a
a good
problem
idea.
actually at a show. What are you going to do?
Yeah, smart.
You
Smart
know,
idea.
if you don't have anything with you, that's very smart.
But I think I don't really mind the 5-cent charge for the bag. I think it serves to make people more aware of the fact that plastic bags are not good for the environment. But also, if you need a bag, it's like, whatever, dude. It's only 5 cents.
Yeah.
I go both ways, actually. There are some days where I'm like, here, okay, what example? I'll take this bottle of whiskey. Do you want a bag? No. Because I want to save that 5 cents as I'm walking out with my, I don't know, $30 bottle of I need that nickel. And it depends on the mood sometimes, though. I know for me, I'm like, I don't want a bag. And, I'll have my arms full and I shove stuff in my pockets. And you see other people doing it too, though. So it's like, what are we trying to really,
Yeah.
we don't return bottles for
No.
the 5-cent deposit.
Sometimes I do. I was doing that for a while.
I did that too for a long time.
But generally, people recycle.
Yeah.
But I wonder how many people have opted no to getting a bag because of that 5 cent, and therefore how many bags have been saved or.
You know what I
It's
noticed
true.
on the self-checkout lines? They don't even put them in there anymore. You have to go up to them and ask them for them, and then they input it in your screen how many that they gave you.
Really?
Some of them.
They did it at Walmart to me the other day. I was like, I don't really need a bag, but okay.
If you insist, here's my nickel. Oh, see, I know there were a couple stores I've been to, they still have the bags. And I know the one store I went, I had some old bags from that store. And so I was like, all right, I made sure they were all crumpled up so they didn't think that I was taking them. Pulled them out of my pocket. I was like, all right, let me use this one now. I think I still had to pay for 3.
Oh my God.
So, but it's okay. Yeah. So happy Earth Day, everyone. Preserve the earth. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the weather. Go hear Chelsea play if you're local. Trust me. She's really, really good. And has a nice following here.
Growing.
And actually is growing elsewhere.
Yeah, it's growing.
Most definitely. What's going on with your record? I don't mean to segue, but
Oh my God. It's in the studio getting mastered right now. I took a brief pause after we finished recording to feel out my next step with it.
Okay.
And I hired an artist, but I wasn't exactly thrilled with the artwork, so then I fired the artist. And I'm thinking about doing my own. I just got an iPad so I could learn how to. Because, I'm crafty.
You are crafty.
I'm crafty. So I'm figuring out the artwork for it while it gets mastered. It should come back any day, and then it'll be released. But then I have to order the physical copies, put it on Spotify, this and that. But in the meantime, I released a single, and it's on Spotify. It's called Right Here With You. It's not that it's sad, but it's more of that spiritual type song that
Yes.
for people that have passed away, or it's really for people that have lost people, especially if you've lost somebody too soon. It's a comforting, healing type of song that just kind of came to me, so it just happened.
I've heard it. I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very. Oh, I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, it's on Spotify.
That's very cool.
People
Spotify.
have even purchased it.
That's kind of cool, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's kind of cool.
Well, I know. Listen, I also have a graphic artist, if you need, who did Regina Gelfer, who did my cover for my third book, Liars, Mistruths, and Perception, and she also did the logos that I've got going on today. So if you do need someone,
Okay.
I've got somebody for you.
All right. We'll talk.
Yeah, because she's so good. She when I sent her the the one book. I said, can you do something? And she, out of the blue, she went and decided what she was going to do. She got the concept based on what I had written, and everybody loves it. So and I love the logo she did too. And she's an artist, so duh, she's been doing it forever. Mm-hmm. So I went to high school with her.
Oh,
Hi,
wow.
Reggie.
Nice.
I also have a graphic design friend. She does all the logos for my friend's group. We have an entertainment company. It's called Sound So Sweet Entertainment. They do all the EDM shows for Long Island and New York City.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and she does all like their art and the visuals. If you're interested in that too.
Nice. Okay.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Well, we have a whole lot of stuff going on in this room.
Shout out to Other Weirdly. That's who does it.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So now, actually, I think we're all kind of, I'm not a feminist, I have to say. I'm sorry, everybody. Recently, I was labeled that to a, clearly I'm a,
Who labeled you a feminist?
well, I'm a poet. Mm-hmm. And I was featuring with another poet, and we were called, feminists. And it's something that I sort of march to my own beat, as you both well know. Mm-hmm. And I'm strong on my own, but I like my boyfriend to hold the door for me and pay for my dinner. Mm-hmm. So I don't like that label. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me feel like it's a more militant kind of thing. It feels to me. Mm-hmm. And so, but I'm sitting here looking at the ladies that I'm sitting with, and I got some strong, empowered women here. You're both smart. You follow these passions with your hearts, and you're both pretty accomplished. And I'm like, oh, we're in pretty good company.
Thank you very much, Kate.
Feeling is mutual.
Yes,
Absolutely. Thank you. Well, we all know I'm like a guy.
One of the very best, though.
I'm one of the guys. But oh gosh, okay. So now I just segued again because I'm talking about us being strong, and now Chelsea, you're sort of in a different. When I say this, because, something that's taxing me a lot, because I have a day job, mm-hmm. even though I have 3 or 4 dream jobs that I do now. And I follow my passion. I'm doing this. I've got, 3 books out. My 4th's coming out. I sort of don't say no if something intrigues me, even if it scares the bejesus out of me. But, there are a lot of people that are following their dreams, they have day jobs too. Or there are people who are afraid to follow their dreams, and they're stuck in this rut that they don't know how to get out of.
Yeah.
So, something I've been thinking about a lot is day job versus dream job. Like, what are you passionate about? And I'm going to ask, because I know, I'm sorry, I'm pointing and not everybody sees us. Chelsea, I'm going to ask you first, because I know Justina was pursuing her, quote, dream job, and then she decided, oh no. No. So she's taken a different direction, but you're working really at your dream.
Yeah.
You're living the dream, baby.
I'm living the dream. Well, the dream is to tour and do it nationally and get paid a lot more in front of larger audiences that listen to my original music and know all the words. But I'm getting there, baby steps.
But you are in the past year. You have grown exponentially in the past year.
And I'll keep doing it. I'm not gonna stop. But it's not like, I wasn't I didn't automatically just decide, oh, I'm going to do this. And then the next day I'm just like, okay, I'm a full-time musician. That's good. All right. Everything's great. There was a transition period, and there was there was a many years of contemplation and many years of internal struggle of, I'm working for somebody else, and I'm working for, I heard this quote that was you're either working for somebody else's dreams, or you're working for your own dreams. Yeah. So while I was working for somebody else's dreams, because I've had many jobs after college, jobs working for other people, and it got to the point where I was like, this sucks. I hated it. I hated it because I felt like I knew that down inside that I was capable of pursuing my passion. But at the same time, I didn't know how to get there and where to start. I wasn't confident in myself, and it all like ate away at me while I was getting paid like $15 an hour to like work for someone else. And I actually at one point worked in an assisted living.
Oh.
And I was in the recreation department, so we would throw parties, and like that was our responsibility. Every week we had an entertainer come in, and I would see he would get paid, like $150 for like an hour, for an hour's worth of just singing. And I was like, I can do that. Like I make that in 2 days. Like it takes me like 16 hours to make that, or no, I guess it would make me 10, but then taxes. So like it takes me like this amount of time to like make that money, and he makes it in an hour. Like why can't I do that? And like that seriously like ate away at me. It was like termites eating away at wood. It would just like infested me, like ugh.
And that got you going though?
No. Well, it got me to a point that like the point that I'm talking about now of like the feeling of not pursuing something that I felt like was my passion. I felt like I was like lying to myself, but I didn't know what to do about it at the time. So like there was definitely a very long period of time when that was happening. And then even after that, I had another job. Like I worked for a marketing company, and I had sold stuff, business to business marketing and stuff for 2 years. Wow. And while it wasn't my passion, I did learn a lot about becoming, like, I picked up the missing skills that it took to move to the next step, which was to be full time. So I finally was like, okay, I hate this too because it's not my passion. And also the guy that gave morning meetings, Ryan, Irish, what's up? He would say stuff like, I don't have like a talent, like, cause he was like running it, and he'd be like, I don't have a talent. Like I can't sing and make like millions of dollars. And like every time he said that, I was like, dude, I can. What am I doing here? And like eventually the same thing happened where like I would find myself getting really, really anxious before I went in, and like I would like sit in the car and be like, I don't want to go in. Like, oh my God. Do you guys watch The Office?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. The episode where Dwight is the interim manager, and Jim and Pam are like going into the office, and Jim like stays in the car, and Pam's like, you gotta come out sometime, and Jim's like, I'm just gonna sit here. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I that was literally me. Like I like dreaded going in. So finally I was like, all right, I'm not doing this anymore. And I made the transition, which was still a slow transition, but since I had a lot of marketing skills, I picked up a different marketing job that was more part-time. I did like liquor samples, and I sampled Boar's Head and like grocery stores. I mean, I've demoed so many things in grocery stores and bars, guerrilla, any type of like direct marketing, like person to person marketing.
Right.
That was, and then you get paid as a 1099. So like, I didn't really have to pay taxes until the end of the year and stuff. So like that allowed me the flexibility and like the experience to continue talking to a lot of people.
Yes, which is huge for you.
Yeah, while building my music thing. And then eventually, like, I was able to make the switch. And so that was like 2.5 years ago. Yeah. So, I mean, believe me, it's definitely like an uncertain existence. If I don't work, I don't get paid. If I get sick, like, I got to figure it out. But also, I've been on both sides of like working for myself and working for someone else. And I'm telling you, dude, I would so much rather work for myself. I think it's so much easier. Yeah. I think it's hard either way to work for somebody else or to work for yourself. But I think it's harder to work for somebody else.
I agree. But you know what? Do you notice that you're more of a taskmaster when you're working for yourself? That you don't stop working.
So much more motivated,
right?
Yeah, but I don't mind it because everything I do is for like my own passion and my own advancement. So it's like, I don't even think about it. Like this morning before I came here, like I was just on my computer emailing, booking stuff, like just taking care of this and that. But like I love doing it. So I don't, it's work, but I don't consider it work. You
Right,
know?
because it's all towards what you want to do.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like work if you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Amen.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if there are any managers out there that know what you're doing, please contact me. I need a manager very badly.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I need a manager, and I need a social media manager too. But for now, I'm dealing with it. I mean, I'm doing it. It's just getting to the point where it's a lot.
You are, well, because you're growing.
Yeah, I'm growing.
And so you need to be able to actually, do your job.
Yeah.
And not do all the other jobs that you have going on inside.
Yeah, it's at that point, which is great. It's a good problem to have, but I need to find somebody. So if anybody knows anyone that's really good at what they do,
if you're watching and listening, you can contact Chelsea via her Facebook page, or you can contact me, and I'll get you to her if you can help her out.
business inquiries only, please don't.
Oh yes.
Don't email.
Sorry.
Don't send me a message like, "Hey." Don't say, "Hey, beautiful."
Oh,
Don't call me.
horrible.
Don't do that. Don't do it. I'll block you.
Well, you have to.
Yeah.
It's when, okay, so when did social media, and I've had this conversation before, when did social media become a dating site?
Since the
Instagram,
very
Facebook.
beginning.
It's always been like that. But
I don't understand it, Okay, I accepted your friend request. You look kind of special.
Yeah.
How do you know?
yeah.
Instagram is the funniest one because it's only pictures. So you don't think I'm special. You're looking at my face or whatever pictures I put up.
Right.
You know nothing about me.
Yeah.
Or like what's funny is like if you guys go to my, like, we're streaming this live on Facebook right now. Hey, Facebook. So like if you look at my personal Facebook page, it's all music. Like it's all business and stuff.
Yes,
so like, so sometimes I'll like accept a friend request or whatever because I want people to hear my music. And, if we have friends in common or whatever, and then they'll message me like, "Hey, and I used to be like, "Hey, how are you? How can I help you?" or whatever. Now I know better. If you message me "Hey" or "Hi" or something like that, like it's not going to get answered. Like,
Right.
it's just
But
not.
it takes a while. It took
a while
to not answer.
understand. To understand that like
And-
the like 99.100% of the time, like
Yeah.
it's that I know where the conversation's leading.
Of course.
So, but people used to be like, we'd start in a conversation, then be like, "Oh, what do you do? What do you do for a living? What are your hobbies?" And I'm just like, "Did you even look at my profile
that's the
picture?
thing,
I'm holding
isn't
a
it?
guitar. Like,
Can you read
did
it?
you even look? My response is always like, "Well, if you would have taken 5 seconds to look at my profile,
you
you
were
would
really
see that I'm a
interested."
full-time like musician."
Oh, I
Or,
like that answer.
I mean, it's just like I'm sorry. I get worked up
No,
about
but it's true because you don't. At first, you want to be nice too. So it's like, and
Yeah.
I would have these conversations where I'd start into a conversation. "Oh, hi, how are you?" Oh, and then all of a sudden it's morphing, and it's like, well, I don't. This is not a conversation I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
And it's also, then you have sometimes people who you don't really know well. And I relish hearing from people, but you have people you don't know well, and you're trying to work or take care of something very important. And hi.
It's-
And you
yeah.
have to, and you're like, you don't want to blow them off, but you're also like, if I'm not answering you, there's a reason.
Yeah.
You have to understand that my time is important, just like your time is important, just like his time is important. So have some respect, I guess, is.
I think people don't understand, and like, I mean, now that I don't know how many people are watching on Facebook right now, or that follow me, or that what.
I don't either.
Yeah, or for the people that I interact with on Facebook and stuff, like my inbox really gets very, very full very quickly.
I can imagine.
So I have to I have to be very like selective with my time and stuff, and like so a lot of times like people will try to like just start a conversation and kind of shoot the shiz, and I mean I like that, but like at the same time it's like I'm at the point where it's like it's got to be all business now. So
Yeah.
and then people think I'm being like rude, and I'm really not trying to. It's just that it's happened so many times that I also like have to be blunt at this point.
Got a lot to get through.
Yes, you have to.
Yeah, like yesterday somebody was like, "Hi." And normally I would ignore it, but just because I was already answering messages, and then, okay, by the way, just so everybody knows, if you message me, "Hey," like sometimes my friends will text me like, "Hey," or "Hi." And if my response is "What's up?" it's not "What's up?" It's "What's up?"
Oh, I like that.
Tell me what you want right now. Like I just can't. I hate making small talk. Over
Yeah,
text.
the
It's
hey
so
and the hi.
aggravating. I hate that. I never ever start a conversation like that. Like I'm always like you have to like get right to the point. Like I don't want to. Hey, what's up? Nothing.
They beat around
What are
the
you
bush
doing?
for
Yeah.
Oh my
20
god,
minutes.
it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Anyway, so like, yeah, if somebody says like, hey, and I'm like, what's up? It's like, get to the freaking point, you know? Like, tell me what you want.
What you really, really want. I'm sorry.
This is a topic that I get worked up
No,
over.
that's cool, and I well, it's something that hits me too because whenever I'm on social media, and you know, as I juggle stuff too, some of my business stuff is through social media. And when I'm trying to set up an event, and I'm trying to, you know, answer this email, and I'm like, oh God, I have to upload this picture, or I didn't answer this, or and then hi, and then it keeps, and you're like, but what do you listen? I'm crazy busy. Oh, what are you working on?
Yeah.
I just told you I'm busy,
Right?
and
Like,
and
say,
I
okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
yeah, I appreciate the interest, but no, I told you I don't have time. I told you I don't. And then okay, so then you also have Miss Justina. You have the chain letters you get all the time now, and the
Oh
pictures
my
and the
God,
videos and
the
the
chain letters.
I actually deleted someone because I don't know you well enough to. You don't know if I'm a Buddhist, a Wiccan, Satanist, what else? Catholic,
Yeah.
whatever. And you send me something about praying to Jesus Christ, and technically I was raised Catholic. You know,
went to Catholic
am I very religious? No, but I was raised Catholic, so it's cool, whatever. But don't send me something telling me to pray to Jesus.
I wasn't raised with any religion, and I just don't want chainmail.
Well, that's
there's people that all like if you scroll down like the line of messages, like our conversation, it's all chainmail from them, and I'm just like, what the?
Do you
all just
delete it?
forwards.
See, I delete it now. Even my aunt, I yelled at my aunt not too long ago. She sent me, oh God, it was a please forward to all your and I was like,
Oh God,
I deleted it, and I sent her a message. I said, and I love my aunt. You know, we're close. We talk, and I said, I just deleted that. You need to delete it too. That's how viruses get spread. And she was like, oh, thank you. I didn't. I said, I know you didn't. But there are also other people who know better.
Yeah.
And they send you the videos and the pictures, and even for the most part, even if I know you, if you send you something I'm not expecting, except for our beloved friend Charlie Saladino, my associate producer and special correspondent, because I know it's okay for him to send me stuff.
Yeah, Charlie
But-
sends me cute stuff.
Yes, he does.
And that's okay.
But except for him, I delete it, even if I know you for the most part.
You know what? I don't delete it, and this is why. I'll archive the conversation, but I won't delete it. So after a while, I can see that if you've sent me enough things, I'm just going to block you.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're
Like,
feisty.
I need to keep track. I mean, it's just like, we've never had a conversation in real person. Like, why are you sending me,
Yes, that's a good thought.
like, all of these random, I mean, just the weirdest.
Just trying
And
to
you
get
know
your
what else?
attention.
You know what else really grinds my gears?
what grinds your
When
gears,
people
Miss Chelsea?
tag me in Facebook posts that have nothing to do with me. I can't stand it. Facebook, stop doing that.
I get that. I agree with that. I try for the most part.
God. It's so annoying.
Except for with some people, but they know that I'm going to tag them, or have told me it's okay to tag
Well,
them.
I don't mind if you do it.
But-
Like, are you nodding because you do that or because you
I
agree?
get it all the time.
Yeah, and I tag Johnny. So
I
that's
constantly am untagging myself because it
Yes.
shows up on my timeline, which I use for business.
No.
Yeah.
But do you see what you can do though is monitor what you're tagged in, and you can hide it from your timeline, or you can remove the tag.
Yeah,
usually
but
just remove
I
the
do
tag.
remove the tag, but it's like I'm removing like 4 or 5 tags every day from like
Yeah,
stuff
that
that
makes-
is completely
And
irrelevant.
you get notifications
Yeah.
until you do remove
Yeah.
the tag. So but I know I personally, I try for the most part, if I'm going to post something, I try to only tag the people who are involved in some way or have shown an interest in that. Like if I'm doing, which I'm going to talk about when I'm going to talk about some upcoming events I have and actually ask what's going on with you guys. But I know Cancer Can Rock. If I post something for Cancer Can Rock, the show I've got coming up in June, I tag everyone involved with every band that's doing it. Plus sometimes I do the bands that did my first show. So I'll that's one thing I go to town with, but I also make sure it's someone who's in some way.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah, as long as
relevant.
it's relevant.
Right.
That's all that really
Yeah.
matters.
but
There's a difference.
Yeah. There are some, yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you tag, Justina?
Different people for different things.
I look at it like this. If I'm not sharing your shit, don't tag me in your shit. That's the way I look at it.
That's a good point.
People, and I get it all the time from a certain, I used to from a certain.
I don't, and yes, me as well.
And then
I
when
have
I
that
wasn't
same
responding,
problem.
my wife was getting it, and we both.
You
oh,
moved over to.
oh, yeah.
Oh.
I have no idea what you guys are doing.
Yeah, it's okay.
I know, it's okay. You don't need to. But he and I had the same experience. And I actually asked you about that once. I said, what do you do about it? And you're like, I just ignore it. And I was like,
did.
I remove it.
And then I started removing it, and then that was it. Then when I wasn't available anymore to tag, then they started taking up.
That's crazy.
Just trying to get to me, and I was like, no. Remove that shit, and that was it.
Oh, my.
So, yeah.
I've had to like send personal messages like, "Hey, please stop tagging me."
Really?
And everything. Yeah, there's like one person who would literally tag me in like 3 things a day that had literally nothing to do with me.
I had that going on for a while, but it stopped somehow. I think it had to do with actually Tommy, because he was being tagged in a lot of the same things or by the same person, different things.
Yeah.
And he actually said something to the person, and all of a sudden it slowed down. So I was like, all right, good. Woo! So so social media is a blessing and a curse because it lets us reach a lot of people.
But also a lot of people get to reach us.
Yes, and that's something that, especially as you become more out there, I have found you have to sort of juggle who you let reach you, and then in a lot of places where if you don't have a business page per se, like I am friends with a lot of people I don't personally know now between the music and the writing and whatever. And once in a while I find myself out there. I'm like, do I really want to put out this information? Do I really want to let people that don't personally know me know that I'm eating at Buffalo Wild Wings on this road at this, you know?
You don't want to like tag your location and things like that.
Yeah, and it's a bad
God
habit.
forbid someone could, come find you.
Well, that's the thing. And then if you have, like, if I do a reading, I want people to come, whether I know them or not. Chelsea, if you do a show, you want people to come. So you want to put that out there, but we are so reachable now by so many people. It's so immediate that you sort of have to take pause when you're putting something out there.
You know what else I found is that like sometimes there's people that you really don't want to reach you, but they end up and then you end up meeting them because they,
Yes,
they find you. Well, I mean, not find you like I'm gonna find you and kill you, but like,
No,
but then
I've had
you
a
meet
couple.
them and you're like, wait, are you actually gonna chop me into little pieces? Because I'm genuinely concerned. Like, there's been people that have like showed up to different events and continue to show up, and that's fine. But then it gets like
it's difficult, and you have to weigh how do you
starts
handle
to get
it.
a little weird.
Yeah,
Sometimes it gets a little weird.
Yeah,
and I mean, especially as like a woman or like a girl. And you know what? One time
I like the term "girl." Sorry,
yeah.
no matter how old we are,
like,
we're girls.
I know. I feel
Sorry.
like a girl all the time. I always say girl, and then some people are like, no, you're a woman. I'm like, nah, I'm a girl, son. But like, okay, one time specifically, I was playing at TGI Fridays in Westbury. I remember it so vividly. It was last year, and there was a man sitting at the bar. And like staring intently at me for like over an hour.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, like after a while, I was like a little bit like, what does this guy want? Because he obviously wants something. And it turned out that, during my break, he came over to me and he was like, I'm from Israel. I have my niece is there. She's actually very depressed. We're worried about her, but she loves music. Can you play a song for her?
Oh.
And I'll record it and send it to her. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Of course. That's what I want. Like, that's why I do this. But so like, fine.
It felt creepy at first.
Well, at first I just didn't know what he wanted.
Right.
And like, I wasn't like scared for my life. Like we were in TGI Fridays. Like obviously
And you can
everything
also
was
defend
fine.
yourself.
Yes. Right. Samurai. But like, so later on, so I decided to like, get personal on Facebook for like one of the first times in my life. And I was like, okay, so this is what happened. Like there was, an older man sitting at the bar. He was watching me intently, this and that. And then I realized this is what he wanted. This is great. This is why I love music. Awesome. Everything is awesome. So everyone's like, all right, that's so wonderful, blah, blah, blah. And this one person, There's always that one
Always,
person.
always
but
one.
he goes, oh, what? So just because he was an older man, you think that,
What?
you think, I don't know. And he was like, get over yourself or whatever. And I was like, dude, let's look at the statistics here.
Right?
And it was like right after like that girl from American Idol had just like gotten shot in the head by somebody that just like walked up to her and like shot her and stuff. And like, this is like a real thing that like happens. And the statistics are there for a reason because they happened like multiple times in, like it's like, no, like I don't just like, we're not judging people because of like their appearance or their age. We're judging based on their actions and the things that have like happened in the past. And like, I'm a girl, like I need to like watch my back. I'm not as strong as a guy is, like, and like I know that people can be like manipulative, and like I had to save my friend the other day, like literally 2 nights ago after my gig. This guy was like trying to take advantage of her, and she had too much to drink, and he was like really trying to take advantage of her, and like I had to like step in. Like I freaked out. I was like luckily I had 2 of my friends with me that were guys and like helped me handle the situation. But like we had to like really like take action because he was like gonna take advantage.
It's very unfortunate that this is the world that we live in,
Yeah.
where you can't say no and that's a definitive answer.
Well,
no.
she exactly wasn't. I mean, she was.
She wasn't
inebriated.
really able to.
She wasn't. She wasn't in the right. She didn't even remember that I was at the bar at all.
Wow.
She was like, so like we have to have each other's backs, and there's nothing, like women harass men too. Like people harass each other.
Yes.
Like it's not like I'm not trying.
Yes,
to, like,
amen. Thank you for saying
I'm not
that.
being
Actually,
sexist. Like I just happen from my perspective as a girl in this world. Like I've never been a grown man. Like, but from my experience, like, I mean, a lot of stuff happens, and like we have to like watch ourselves.
yeah, it's true.
I get scared. I had an experience when I went to Baltimore in February that really like it really like woke me up. It really scared me. I was scared for my life. And like I got saved by this band that like was just like there by chance, and like I literally had to like throw my guitar in their van and jump in their van and
You're
like
kidding
had them
me.
drive away. Yeah. I was like traumatized. I mean, I'm still like getting over it, really. It's like I feel it. Like I get scared. That's why I'm so sensitive now. So like the other night when my friend was gonna get taken advantage of by this guy, I was like, there's no way. Like there's nobody else watching her back. Like I'm telling you guys, like the moment that I got in that van and we drove away and I knew that I was safe, like I was crying.
Wow.
And like I had never missed home and like my friends and the people that love me so much. Wow. I had never missed it so much, and I realized that I had taken all of that for granted, and like that could be taken away at any time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we're glad you're safe and sound.
Me too.
We are.
Me too.
And we're going to start wrapping it up. So I have some things to announce. But Chelsea, what's coming up for you besides this afternoon?
All right. So I do a live stream on Facebook every Monday at 7:30. So check that out. Chelsea Takami. Actually, you have to go to Chelsea Takami Miyazaki is my personal one. I'm almost at my friend limit, so I'm really like, I'm like not really accepting not accepting friend requests. No, like, but
I can't
unless
have
I
any
like
more
me.
friends.
Yeah, I'm almost there. But if you guys follow it, then if you guys want to follow it, then the live stream I make it public so I can still
Yes, you
interact
do.
with everyone.
And you do interact with everyone.
Yeah, I do. I really make a point to like, I really appreciate when people watch and listen and share. I mean, that's the whole reason that it's like growing is because of everybody else. I'm not, it's not me. That's, yeah, Kate, you help me all the time. So anyway, there's a live stream every Monday. Later today, I'll be in Glen Cove at around 5 o'clock. What time is it? Well, it doesn't matter. I'll be there.
We're wrapping up. It's 4:12.
Yeah, I should probably go.
Yeah.
So I'm going to Glen Cove right now to Garvey's Point, and then what else do I have going on?
Well,
Just go on my website, chelseatakami.com. That's where my schedule is. The other thing that drives me crazy is when people message me individually or text me, hey, when's your next gig? Or hey,
You
what
have
time
a website.
Yeah, that's why I make a website.
And
So
you
I
post
don't
it.
have to answer
That's
a
crazy.
million text messages.
And you
a day
do
about
post it on Facebook.
I post it on Facebook, and I make
And
sure that
Instagram.
the web and Instagram
Sorry.
and Twitter, and I make sure that the website
Snapchat.
is updated, and Snapchat too. Like, seriously, but there's still people like, hey, what time are you on tonight? Where are you playing tonight? When's your next gig? And I'm
Look
just
at
like,
the website,
go to
please.
my website.
Check any of my forms of
Look at
social
the
media.
website.
Yeah, well, Charlie's an exception.
Well, that's
We love
different.
Charlie.
We do love Charlie. Justina, what's going on with you?
Well, I'm going to be leaving my present position with the company that I work with Kate, and I'm going to be starting a pharmaceutical research company.
So sort of
Ooh,
what
that's
you went
awesome.
Yeah.
for, but different.
Different. It's within the field, so.
But you're very knowledgeable, so I like that you took that course.
Yes.
But you're also so eclectic that I keep telling you need to be a consultant of some sort.
I'm going to be a project manager, so.
Well, that is
It'll be
kind of like a
interesting.
consultancy thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Got to talk to my doctors, and I got to talk to my pharmaceutical research analysis, and it's going to be interesting.
well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And I just want to say that I have a couple things coming up. Thursday, May 3rd, I am going to be a poetry feature at Jack's Coffee House in Babylon, 7:30 p.m. So if you want to hear my poems, this is the time to come. Saturday, May 5th, I will be representing Cancer Can Rock at the Long Island Kiss Rock and Roll Expo at the Holiday Inn Plainview. And actually, Jim Chinnici and his show is going to be there. He's going to be the MC, I believe. And you guys are going to be streaming, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's going to be a lot of people there, a lot of great guests. Very much looking forward to that. And of course, Sunday, June 17th, Cancer Can Rock in New York at Revolution Bar and Music Hall in Amityville, New York from 12 to 6. And we've got Spider Rockets, Jack Pipe, Pine Street, Dead Superstar, and Ryder. And I just want to say that this show today was sponsored by Ames Landscaping. I can't speak all of a sudden. They're honest, reliable lawn care serving Nassau County, Long Island. The season is here, so don't be fooled by advertised low maintenance prices. Ames Landscaping's weekly maintenance includes cutting, edging, blowing, cultivating, and weeding flower beds. You can call today for a free estimate, 516-795-2483. And I want to say thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Justina, for joining me today.
Thank you,
Thank
Kate,
you,
for
Kate.
having us.
I had a blast.
I had a great time. I
wonderful
like
time.
this.
Woohoo! And I want to say thank all of you. I'm Kate Fox. Thanks for joining the Kate Fox Show.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Good job.